Hey, yo, what up? It's AKA Mr. B, and welcome back to Writing Lyrics with Codewalkers. Now, we're getting close to the end game where you're going to write your own set of 16 bars and 3 stanzas using the skills that we've taught you, all right? So, flavors of rhyme. What do we mean by flavors? Well, it's just a different way of looking at how we use rhyme in our bars. It's a lot of information, so we'll keep it simple. Remember, a syllable is basically one beat. Simple beats could be 1 or 2 syllables. Have a look at these examples and start to, think about measuring that beat, okay? And we're going to keep it simple. We're going to give you examples for each one. We're going to start with, different types of polysyllabic rhymes. We're going to deal with internal rhymes. We're going to start getting a little bit more complicated, talk about enjambment rhymes. We got the compound rhymes as well, and then we've got blank verse to sort of, finish things off, okay? So let's start with basic syllabic rhyming. Remember, this is where you think about the way you rhyme. Consider the beat, especially the last words of each bar. You choose whether that last part of the bar is going to rhyme. 1, 2, 3, 4, or more syllables. So remember, what's a syllable? It's the beat. Short words might have 1 beat. The words one and beat, for example, they got 1 beat. Rhyming has 2 beats, rhyme and ing. When you think about these syllables, you're breaking the bars and words down into individual beats. So then you can build it up into something new, all right? So let's start with the most basic type of end-line monosyllabic rhyme, all right? And this is where there's mostly 1 word at the end of the line, and it rhymes with the last word on the next line, okay? So really straightforward. Here's your example, okay? Yeah, here we go now. Man, I saw you snitching to the head, punk. I know that you can smell it when you lie, skunk. All right, again, it's simple. All right, it's not complicated. Start to get more interesting. Still a basic flavor, but try and use, 2 syllables, all right? And we're using the 2 words glyco, psycho, and this is, we call this a couplet, all right? So here's the example, okay? Walking around talking big like you was a psycho. The only rush you get is from a donor, glyco. Straightforward, yeah? Let's look at something a little bit more tasty now. We're talking about 3 syllables, these polysyllabic rhymes. Put some work in, get a dictionary out, maybe an online one. You're looking for longer words now, which means there's fewer of them. It's getting harder now to find words that'll make sense, okay? Get some therapy, you switching like you were psychotic. Flex your DNA, take you back like you psychotic. All right? It is what it is. Pick out those rhymes that you think make sense, okay? Again, we're not looking for the content necessarily. We're just looking for you to practice these skills, all right? All right, so we're getting to those longer rhymes, those longer syllables, or more of them, multiple syllables, sorry. And we're getting to the cordon bleu, Michelin star, gastronomic tip, 4-syllable rhymes. All right, and this is where you're starting to reach that next level style-wise. A true king will sacrifice, not luxuriate. Sheep yapping at the lion, don't infuriate. All right, so remember, just because it's clever doesn't make it good. Your bars still need to have content and delivery, all right? So the use of polysyllabic rhymes, it just adds a little something to it, all right? All right, let's move into a completely different thing now, internal rhymes, okay? And this is where you put the rhymes, instead of on different lines, they're on the same line, not just at the ends, okay? And this style, it makes the bars feel faster to the listener, all right? All right, check it out. You bleating and you cheating like a sheep, and I'm keeping clear of all your chest beating, stay out of my seating. Right? It just feels like it's sped up, all right? Again, getting more complicated now. Enjambment rhymes, this is where the rhyme carries over to the start or the middle of the next line. So you can see where the second line doesn't even have a rhyme. It's in the 3rd line, and it's not even at the end. So you end up really end line rhyming only the 1st and the 4th bars, okay? So check this out. This is a little example of that enjambment style rhyme. You're moving it onto the middle, okay? Step to my face, best you back down. Nothing in my dome but the air that's beneath my crown. Yeah, the royal blood thick. Don't try to impersonate, you just clown. All right. Let's keep going. We got compound rhymes coming up now. This is when you're rhyming with connected or hyphenated words. So you're basically repeating, here I've just repeated the word back 3 times. But by connecting it with other words, it makes it feel like it's rhyming. It's not properly rhyming, but it feels like it. So this gives you a bit more flexibility in your writing. They calling me a simian, a throwback. I'd rather be amphibian, switch back, flip mode, like the squad flip back. Breaking new lyrical ground that's intact. All right, there you go. So again, it feels like it rhymed even though it didn't. Okay, so that's the beauty of compound rhymes. All right, now this is where we start to get it really complicated. Okay, this blank verse, it's more about the flow. You've got to be strict. 10 syllables in each rhyme. Okay, 10 syllables in each line, sorry. So it kind of messes with your flow. it changes the delivery. It's a bit of a challenge. Okay, so there's no right or wrong way to do this, but you got an example here. Okay. Esperanza, she is hope, a queen that molds my fate and smiles on my weeping state. She is dope, the metaphor for pleasing, and exotic, not narcotic, easing. So because we're not fitting in those more syllables, sometimes it drags, sometimes it speeds up. Again, have a look at it. We sort of break it down almost like math style, okay? And you can kind of see here, you know, we've got the 10 syllables per line, breaking the words down into different syllables. You can see it all broken down there for you. Yep. So when you're trying to do a blank verse rhyme, you've got to be this intent, this intense, this focused, break it down into this level, all right? All right, so flavors of rhyme, okay? Quick summary for you. The key things you got to remember. Polysyllabic rhyming, again, that's rhyming whether you're doing the last 2, 3, 4 syllables. An internal rhyme, it means you're rhyming on the same line, it makes it feel faster. Enjambment, the rhyme carries on over to the start or the middle of the next line. Compound rhyme, you're rhyming connected words, but they don't really rhyme, it just feels like it. Blank verse, again, you're not worrying about the rhyme, you're just focusing on the rhythm. So a little bit of a challenge there. All right. Now, this is your task. This is your homework. All right? You're going to come up with another 16 bars or lines. Try to use each flavor of rhyme at least once. Yep. In your bars. And again, ideas for bars, just, you know, talk about flavor, talk about style, talk about taste, you know? So again, it's making sure that we have an example for you to see. Okay, so let's have a look at this. We got some bars here for you, and we got the technique on the right-hand side, okay? So it's showing you the bar, and then it's showing you what the style is, the style of rhyme that's being used, okay? All right, let's get into it, okay? Yeah. I got no claim to fame, I disdain, I complain, but nobody explain. It ain't just the best and brightest that rise. Sometimes the smartest will lose. Surprise, haters will hate, you best be prepared. Twitchy has come wreck, not get repaired. Try to bring you down, how they instigate. Cockroach manager, I fumigate. Flat face, she ugly as hell inside her brain. And like Orwell, yeah, she uses 84 tricks and traps. She uses a stick while I use the vibe. I'm talking to you, you know that is true. The lies that you dripping will be choking until gaping for breath at the end of the day. I sigh, leave you with your blocked airway. All right, so there it is. It's been aka Mr. B, representing Codewalkers, writing lyrics with us. Thank you very much for joining us on this little journey of us. As always, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You know, check out our website, www.codewalkers.uk, and share your bars and thoughts with us. All right, much love, peace. We out.